Salura, you've hitchhiked across Africa with $10 in your pocket. Starting a business doesn't seem too intimidating. So many things, right, come out of traveling abroad and putting yourself out of your comfort zone. I think, many people around the world would say the same thing. Once you start putting yourself out of your comfort zone, some of the other things in life come a little bit easier. But, we have a large group of, resources and experts that we believe that we can give to help students.
So I've chosen Camila and Issa actually to be our leaders of the day a little bit. So they've actually prepared a couple words.
We went on the trip with Leo's spirit in mind, and learning at first how Leo lived so full of curiosity and had so much courage and an adventurous spirit really made a difference in our trip, because we were trying to embody those things, and we gained much more otherwise. One thing that I'll never forget is the camaraderie of our group. I learned something new and was inspired by each and every one of you guys, my peers. I think that the connections that we made only because, you can only make those type of connections in really special circumstances. And I think it's everything that we went through together, like, seeing the monkeys and going through the rainforest and the thunderstorms. It just bonded us. And I'm really grateful that we were vulnerable with each other. Having already started my college classes, I can see the impacts of this on me. I'm more confident in myself, and I'm more willing to take criticism. I'm more empathetic with everyone I talk to, and that's because of you guys. Another thing that I learned from the trip is that I realized you don't get much out of staying comfortable. I think that was a big thing. With the new community that you're going to, you have to be willing to sacrifice things and just immerse yourself in that culture. What I saw in Costa Rica was passion. We met a lot of people from outside the country, like Chile and Hungary, who all came to that reserve living in those conditions. You had no electricity after 4, and something I'm not used to, but I hope that I can live the rest of my life, being as dedicated to something that I care about like they were.
As we all know, our trip together was unlike any other Global Glimpse trip before us. Not only did we have the honor of carrying Leo's spirit in everything that we did, everything that we encountered around us, we're also fortunate enough to bring forth this spirit home with us. Through our growing transitions from what may take the forms of high school to college, or from work to even more strenuous work, we've been carrying through all that his spirit has taught us. The biggest thing I want you guys to take away after hearing my voice right now is that I couldn't be more grateful for our delegation and all the things we've grown from and continue to prosper in. Seeing all of you guys out there for who you are, and finding the beauty in everything around us, but also in each other, I just can't say thank you enough.
The conversation, at the beginning, it's everybody doesn't know each other, but everybody was very light and free and excited to be together. And by the end, it was like you had all known each other for so long. And as a teacher who is teaching behind a mask, and I have a bunch of students who are trapped behind desks right now, it makes me ache for our trip and that really special experience that we had all together. So thank you for being vulnerable. Thank you for going on the trip. Thank you for sticking with it. And thank you for giving your all. That makes me smile every day. So
that, if you haven't noticed, Live Like Leo is all about travel, right? Leo's life, he was able to travel a lot. And then our guest speaker is someone that is connected with the family through their travel experiences as well. So I think it's something that's going to stay with you, and you're going to have these connections kind of live with you throughout your entire life.
You can really feel the energy with everyone in here. It seriously is intoxicating. Mike, Danash, and I, we met in Tokyo in 2011. I think we just kind of became family. When you go abroad, you feel it more than you do just going through your regular life, but as a kid, sports were my life. And, Mike alluded to me being a football player. I had the courage to take that chance and to move and play at USC. So it was one of those humbling moments, and you're like, did I choose the right thing? Sports is an interesting business. If you're a doctor, no one taps you on the shoulder after 10 years being a doctor and says, hey, buddy, you can't be a doctor anymore. So go find something else. For an athlete, it's everything to you. And then all of a sudden it's gone. What really drove me to say yes, to take a new job and a new career, was the fact that I was going abroad. Leave football behind me, and I'm going abroad, and we had this amazing experience. But it's hard to change, right? And I feel like football was one life, and Tokyo was another life. It's the culture change, right? And I think for me, it's the little things, the bowing, the crossing the street. If you jaywalk, you will be arrested. It's just these little things you pay attention to when you're in a new culture that really let you like observe it, right? You can't move into a different country and not be curious. Sure, you can sit in your bubble and your foreign bubble, but if you're not curious, you won't have any experience. Congratulations to those who took the opportunity to go to Costa Rica, get out of your comfort zone. But I applaud also Dinesh and Mike and your courage in giving these young kids an opportunity to live like Leo would, right? It's inspiring, and I'm honored to be a part of it. And thank you.
Listen, everyone, just an incredible event. The way that all the individuals that participated today shared and were vulnerable is incredible, and it's what gives us the fuel to continue this partnership and continue the good work we're doing collectively. To all the students, I wish you all the best of luck in all your adventures where you're